He was only 8 years old. For months, he begged his teacher for help. Showed up to school with bruises, black eyes, and missing teeth, but no one saved him. This is the heartbreaking story of Gabriel Fernandez, a little boy tortured to death by the people who were supposed to love him most. Gabriel Fernandez was a sweet, smiling 8-year-old boy living in Palmdale, California. He loved drawing, playing with his siblings, and going to school. But in 2012, everything changed when his mother, Pearl Fernandez, regained custody of him. She moved Gabriel into her apartment with her boyfriend, Isuuro Aguirre. What happened next was unimaginable. Pearl and Isuuro began abusing Gabriel almost immediately. They beat him with baseball bats, burned him with cigarettes, and forced him to eat cat litter and his own vomit. They made him sleep in a tiny cabinet, gagged and bound. They shot him with a BB gun for fun. Gabriel's siblings were forced to watch, terrified they'd be next. And the worst part? People knew. Gabriel's teacher noticed the bruises. His classmates saw him limping, even told adults he was being hurt, but nothing was done. Social workers visited the home multiple times. Reports of abuse were filed again and again. But each time Pearl lied. She charmed the social workers. She made excuses, and they believed her. The case was closed. Gabriel was left in that house of horrors. On May 22, 2013, Pearl called 911. She claimed Gabriel had fallen and hit his head. But when paramedics arrived, they found something far worse. Gabriel was unconscious, covered in bruises, burns, and open wounds. His skull was fractured. Several ribs were broken. He had a BB pellet lodged in his groin. He had been tortured for months. Gabriel was rushed to the hospital, but it was too late. 2 days later, on May 24, 2013, he was declared brain dead. Gabriel Fernandez died at just 8 years old, beaten, starved, and tortured by his own mother and her boyfriend. Pearl Fernandez and Isuuro Aguirre were arrested and charged with murder. In 2018, Isuuro was sentenced to death. Pearl received life in prison without parole. With the system that failed, Gabriel didn't stop there. For social workers were charged with child abuse and falsifying records. They had ignored the warning signs. They had failed to protect him. Gabriel Fernandez should be alive today, should have grown up, graduated school, lived his life. But he was failed by the very system designed to protect him. His story sparked outrage worldwide and led to major reforms in child protective services. Gabriel's voice was silenced. But his story will never be forgotten. Rest in peace, Gabriel. You deserved so much better.